Hi guys, welcome to my tutorial. My name is Carlo. I'm a self-taught cake decorator slash baker. I enjoy making these tiny sculptures. I have a friend who has requested me to make a cake for her boss. So the theme is FedEx. So here is my design, as you can see on my left. The size of this cake is a 6-inch cake, which is like this. Okay, let's begin. We're going to start with the truck. Here I have a styro shaped as a truck. So I'm going to cover this with shortening. So let's start!
Alright, so we begin by grabbing white gum paste. So I'll be kneading it using my palms, and I'll flat it out using my roller. So roll until I get the thickness that I want, which is 1 millimeter to 2 millimeters. Okay, I think I got it. Now I'll place it on top of my styro truck, and I make sure it sticks to the surface. On the corners there will be excess folds, so I'll be slicing them off using my X-Acto knife. And then using my fondant smoother, I'll be smoothing all the sides. Next up, I'll be making the windshield and the windows. So I have a black gum paste here. I'll roll it and flatten it until it's 1 millimeter to 2 millimeters. And then I'm going to cut 2 squares for the windshield. And make sure it's the right size. I'll brush some water and stick it right there. Okay, make sure it's aligned. And then for the windows, I'll cut 2 small rectangles, place it on the sides. Okay, so now we have a robot. Joke. For the wheels, I'll be shaping black gum paste, cut them into 4 equal parts, roll each one into tiny balls. And using my rolling pin, I'll be pressing them like this. For the rims, I'll be making 4 smaller balls using my gray gum paste, and then stick them onto my wheels. For the rim patterns, I'll be using this pointed tool and just press them. Now stick them on the sides. Now it's beginning to look like a truck. But before our truck hits the road, I need to add more car parts. And since I like details, I'm gonna add the headlights and the grills, and put some lines on the grills. And then I'm going to attach the bulbs and flatten it using the ball tool. And I'm gonna add the signal lights. Now the front is done, it's time to make the back. Here I'm going to add the brake lights, and then the lines all over the truck. Once the car parts are complete, it's time to make the FedEx branding. So here I have a purple gum paste, flatten it using my rolling pin. Then I will directly draw the shape of the Fed like this. Then I'm going to carefully cut the shapes. And then for the X, I'm going to use orange gum paste. Same way. So here I'm cutting the shapes. Now that we've got both brands, it's time to place them on each side of the truck. Now if you look closely between letters E and X, you'll spot a white arrow.
And here you go guys. Now we're done with the first part, which is the FedEx truck. Ready to deliver. It's time to make the doll.
For the doll, I'm going to begin by making the head. So I have here a flesh gum paste. I'm gonna roll it until it's smooth. And then you press the middle part using your index finger until it becomes a bean shape. This shape is also called the chibi face shape, like this, which is normally used for anime. For the nose, I'm going to pinch this part right here and then shape it, shape the sides. For the mouth, I'll be using the C-shaped curve tool. Just press it. Pull it downwards to open the mouth a little bit. If you prefer, you can keep the smile simple, but I like adding a lot of details. For the eyes, I'm going to start by making shallow eye sockets by pressing it using your index fingers and this tool. And then we're going to attach the white part of the eyes. Now attach two small black gum paste balls for the pupils. Flatten it using the ball tool. For the mouth opening, place another small black gum paste inside. Make sure it covers the whole space. For the teeth, I'm rolling a white piece of gum paste and placing it on the upper part of the opening. Now, since the doll I'm making has gray colored hair, I have prepared here a mixture of black and white gum paste. Now I haven't already mixed them because I wanted a marble effect, and then I slice this part for the forehead. Alright, and now I'm gonna stick it on top of the head, removing some excess just to get the right shape. Let's add the smile lines for more facial details. Using the same pointed tool, I'm gonna add texture. And since this guy has curly hair, I'm going to do the zigzag lines. Now I'm rolling two small pieces of gray gum paste for the eyebrows. Using the same flesh color I used for the head, I'm making two small balls for the ears. I'm going to press it using the ball tool and the smaller ball tool to press it inwards. So to make it look more cartoony, I'm going to add this eye glare by using two small white gum paste and press it on the upper right part of the eyes. Now for the body, since the doll will just be sitting by the edge of the cake, I will start off by making the legs. So I'm rolling a dark gray gum paste, and with the help of my styro dummy cake, I can use it to shape the legs and the knees. I don't want the legs to be too long, so I'm gonna cut it right here. For the shoes, I'm going to divide one ball of brown gum paste, add shoelace texture. Now at the bottom of the pants, I'm creating another texture which will help hold the shoe to the pants. Now I can place him on the edge and start adding more details to the pants. For the torso, I'm going to make a thumb-like shape and then add details. For the reflector vest, I'm going to flatten this light green gum paste and make 3 straps out of it. I'm rolling a thin, long gum paste. Okay, then I'll place it on top of the straps and then I'll flatten it and do the same with the other 2. So the first strap will be on the belly. Now the other 2 straps will run from the belly button over the shoulders and onto the back like this. And here's a small flesh gum paste for the neck. And now let's place the torso over his lower body. Now I'll use a toothpick and stick it right in the center to hold them together. And another smaller toothpick right across the torso, and this will be for the arms. For the arms, I'll roll this same light blue gum paste which I used for the torso, and I'm gonna measure and cut it just right above his lap. For the hands, I'll flatten this flesh gum paste and flatten it a bit. Make 4 slices for the fingers. Gently tap the pointy fingers to make it round. Now let's place the hands first on the lap. Now place both arms and add creases. Now time to place the head. Make sure to put some water over the neck. So I made these letters by using mold and stamps. And let's make 1 carton box. So here I have my cake covered with fondant, and now I'm going to show you how to cover the cake board. I'm going to roll a long piece of fondant Keep rolling until you get the right length, which can go around the cake. Flatten the fondant using your rolling pin and make sure the width covers the area of the cake board. Carefully place the fondant around the cake so the fondant did not cover the whole cake board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten it and stretch it until it reaches the edges. Cut off the excess fondant on the sides. Use my squeegee to make brick patterns. And finish it off with this plastic knife. Now it's time to assemble the cake. So we begin with the letters. And then the banner. The doll. And the truck. Some plants. The box. And for the final touch, I'm going to paint the packages with the branding. And assemble them.
And there you have it, guys, the finished product. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you have any questions or suggestions, write it in the comments and I'll just check it out. Until our next video, bye.
It's not for me to say.